This is part 2 in a 7-part series of bodyweight foundations to safely perform kettlebell swings. Today we're really focused on the feet. You may be curious, should your feet be at 12 o'clock, at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, or somewhere in between to perform kettlebell swings? The answer is it depends. It depends on your natural turnout at your hips. So we're all made a little bit differently. The way your femur fits into your hip socket may mean that you naturally have a turnout all the way to 2 and 10. Totally cool, so long as the knees and hips and ankles all face the same direction. Or you may have won the genetic lottery and naturally your feet go to straight on 12 o'clock. Cool, that's awesome. That's gonna mean your knees and hips both flex and your feet stay at 12 o'clock. A good way to figure out, well, do I have a natural turnout, and if so, what is it? Is the lock and rock method. We're gonna take it to a wall, stand about a half an arm's distance from the wall, position your feet directly underneath your hips, lock your glutes in, make it right, make it tight, rock back to the wall, dorsiflex your ankles, that means pull them towards your shins, and then push yourself back to natural standing plank anatomical position. Check it out, look down at your feet, see where they landed. That's your natural turnout. With time, you won't have to always go to the wall and do lock and rock. You'll be able to just shake out your legs, look down at your feet and see where they land. That's your natural turnout. You can tell with mine, I have a natural turnout. Awesome. That's gonna mean when I do kettlebell swings, my knees, my hips, my ankles are gonna be all in alignment. Knees go slightly out because the ankles are slightly out. The hips turn slightly out. This is all lined up. Next, why I'm not wearing shoes is because the feet need to connect with the ground when you're doing kettlebell swings. And all too often, I see people doing kettlebell swings rolling to the outsides of their feet. You may not even know you're doing that if you're wearing a shoe on your foot. So take the shoe off and then practice going through the motion of a kettlebell swing while keeping the insides of the foot down to the ground. So you're rooted to the floor, the outside of the foot, the inside of the foot, the toes, the heels, and all the way down those feet. The entire foot needs to be connected with the ground when you swing. Training barefoot with kettlebells helps you to root your feet down into the ground and to know what's going on with the feet that we don't always see when you're wearing a shoe. So at least for learning how to do the movement, practice, practice, practice without shoes on, that with time, even when you're wearing shoes, you can go back to that fundamental key element of making sure that the insides of the feet are pushed down to the ground through the entire swing, regardless of if you have the shoe on or not. That is part 2 in our 7-part series of foundations of kettlebell training to safely perform swings. I'm Brooke Benton, and I'll see you next time.